having natural hair is a job. It's not hella hard, but it is a job.
So before I start the video, I want you all to see how I used Aunt Jackie's new hair mask to achieve the look I have in this video today.
Trying to pull us down with such mess. Why can't they let us live just like the rest and keep us out of all this crazy madness? And when they talk, I think it's just a shame that all they do is sit and think my name, when all that I do is mainly sit and think about my baby and me. And baby, they can't believe they can't.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lexi Lou. I hope you all are staying safe. You know, with this whole stay at home, this quarantine, all this mess that we got going on in our country, I need you all to get it together so we can go back outside. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you all are being safe for real, like for real. This video is basically going to be on the do's and don'ts of big chopping. Okay, the do's and don'ts of the big chop, what you need to know, what I wish I knew before I big chopped so I wouldn't have to do it again. Okay, because I have big chopped twice, and I'll say I big chopped once, and then just 2 months ago I mini big chopped again because I cut like 3 to 4 inches off. My hair was, you know, down to my shoulders, and now we up here. If you're not doing the things you need to do to grow your hair and protect your hair after you big chop, then you're going to be like me and have to chop your hair again. Just make sure that you follow these steps, y'all. Follow these steps, honey, because I don't want y'all to have to do something and then just be like, dang, I wasted my whole time cutting my hair, and you're missing out on the maximum growth that your hair could have. I also deconditioned my hair with Aunt Jackie. This is the Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils Butter Fusion Curl Spell, and this one is almond milk and shea moisture mask. So I'm not going to go in a particular order, like do this, don't this. I'm just gonna go straight off the dome, you know, and talk about what I personally went through and personally experienced when I did my big chops. I thought I was doing good, y'all. I'm not gonna say I was doing terrible because my hair did grow, but I feel like I could have had way more growth, and I could have had, you know, more. My hair could have been more full. It could have been healthier than it ended up being. So I'm going to insert some pictures here. This was my hair when I initially did my first big chop in 2016, and then I'm going to show you a picture of like how my hair grew and flourished, and, you know, was really just, it was doing its thing. And this was summer of 2019, so that wasn't even that long ago. It didn't really have a good hair regimen. I didn't know what I needed to do, you know, for my hair, y'all, and I thought I did. That's the thing. I thought I had a good hair regimen. I thought I was, you know, I thought I was educating other people on what they should do with their hair, which I was, but I wasn't even, you know, really sticking to what I was telling other people, y'all. I was being very hypocritical, if we're being honest. I mean, I wasn't being consistent. I wasn't consistently washing my hair. I wasn't consistently deconditioning my hair, doing hot oil treatments, doing all of that stuff, and it showed, because I feel like if I was very consistent with my hair regimen, my hair would have grown way more than it did from the time I big chopped the summer of 2016 to the beginning of 2020 when I cut my hair. So make sure that you're, you know, figuring out what type of hair that you have. It shows what type of shampoos you need. It shows, do you need extra moisture? Do you need a regular amount of moisture? Do these products help your hair? Do these products weigh your hair down? Like, all of that matters. So, and then come up with a regimen, and then practice that regimen consistently. I ain't do all that. I was not doing it, like, at all. One of the biggest things was I wear wigs a lot. I don't wear sew-ins, but I wear wigs. And so when I get my wigs done, I have foundation braids. And it has nothing to do with the braiders that were braiding my hair, because they did a phenomenal job. But I should have known, you know, with my hair type, I can't have braids in my hair that much. So what I mean by my hair type, I have very fine hair, and it's not very dense. So my hair is not very, very thin. Of course, I have volume, and my hair strands are very fine and very fragile. Getting braids all the time and constantly putting my hair in wigs, thinking that it's a protective style because it's braided up and my ends are, you know, protected, it was really doing my hair no justice, and it started to thin my hair out. So when I had my hair in braids all the time, yeah, I would wash my hair when I took the braids out, but while the braids were in my hair, I wasn't taking care of them. I wasn't like moisturizing the foundation braids. I wasn't, you know, taking care of my hair underneath my wigs like I was supposed to. I was being lazy. Like, I was just throwing on my wigs. It didn't even matter to me, for real, for real. If you're going to wear wigs and, you know, protective styles or whatever, you want to make sure that your hair is moisturized. And if it's not moisturized, you're going to have breakage. Your hair is not going to grow. It's thirsty, it's dehydrated. Every time I would take my braids down from a wig, I had hella shedding. I had all this hair coming out, and I'm thinking I'm going bald. It's because like I was not taking care of my hair underneath, and it was so dehydrated. And yes, you do have hair that sheds when you take braids down, because you have a certain amount of strands that shed a day, but it shouldn't have been as much as, you know, what's happening for me. So how is my hair supposed to grow and flourish and not break off and not thin out if I'm not giving it the water that it needs? Humans need water. We need water to be hydrated, to live. So your hair, you know, it's the same thing with your hair. Heat was a big thing. Like, I would go like over 6 months to a year without straightening my hair. Like, I didn't straighten my hair that often. But what people don't really highlight is certain styles that you get that put a lot of heat on your hair. Stylists would blow dry my hair to, you know, braid down my hair for a wig. So I stopped doing that, and I would just, you know, wash my hair, and I would comb it out, and I would go to my homegirl and let her braid my hair while it was wet. Because if you go to somebody's shop, they're not doing that. What happened was, this was for my, I think my 21st birthday. No, this was my 22nd birthday. I got a ponytail. For that ponytail, I didn't know that she had to straighten my entire head. I'm just like, dang, like, but I really want this ponytail. So y'all, I let her straighten my hair. It's not the person that did my hair. It's not her. It's the fact that I knew that he, you know, isn't good for my hair. So what happened. And it just went downhill from there, y'all. After I got a ponytail, you know, my hair, it was straight or whatever. Then I got braids over the summertime, and the braids, I feel like, were too heavy for my hair. I feel like they were a little too tight, and they were very, very pretty, but I feel like I feel like it did have a little part in thinning my hair out. And then the girl that did my braids, she got fire and started lighting fire. She had African lady. She started lighting fire, and she did it before I even could say stop. So after I took those braids out, I was just like, my hair it's just something is not right with my hair. Like, it just feels like it's not getting better, but it's getting worse. Make sure that you understand that some of these protective styles are not as protective as you think they are. Like, just being real, they're not as protective as we all think. So I went to a stylist, and I was like, you know what, I want to go ahead and cut, you know, what I need to cut off. So this was, you know, like August of 2019. So this is before I got this haircut. This person, you know, cut my hair, and I still feel like that haircut didn't do what I wanted it to do. Like, my hair was still not even like it is now. Like, my hair still wasn't even. The damage that I had from the heat, it was still there. Like, she cut off a little bit, but it wasn't, you know, what I needed, I feel like. But at the same time, I was too scared to cut like all my hair. Because keep in mind, like, my hair was like down it. Sometimes people can disguise themselves as being good and knowledgeable about cutting curly hair, you know, treating it, combing it, doing all that stuff, and they're not. So make sure that you're going to somebody who can really help your hair and not hurt your hair. And look at me, I done cut my hair 3 inches because, you know, I messed up. But I'm very grateful for my new stylist because she is very knowledgeable about natural hair care. She knows what she's talking about. She has educated me. And I'll put her name on here. Y'all need to go to her page, y'all, for real. You can even do virtual styling if you're not in the Alabama area. If you can't go to Montgomery, y'all need to go to her for real. If I could go back to when I first originally chopped my hair off, I would have, you know, had a better regimen. I would have made sure that I stuck with a better regimen and really got to know what my hair likes and what my hair doesn't like. The goal, well, most of the time, the goal for people big chopping their hair is to, you know, cut that damage off, but to also grow fuller, healthier hair. And you can't do that if you're stunting the growth of your hair and if you're making the mistakes that I made, because baby, your hair is not going to grow. Just make sure that you take all of these tips into consideration if you are thinking about big chopping, if you just big chopped, if you big chopped 4 or 5 months ago. Just make sure that you do what you're supposed to do so that you don't have to be like me and have to big chop again, because I'm telling you, I mean, it's cool, like I'm straight with it, but if I would have done all of those things, if I would have taken more care of my hair in the beginning, my hair could have flourished way more than it did now. But I'm totally fine with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, my hair is already growing back from when I just cut it a few months ago, and I'm perfectly fine with it. So I just wanted to give you all those tips. Thank you for tuning into this video, and I will see you again next time.